Hi, and welcome to the Spiritual and Rich YouTube channel. I'm your host, Rebecca Wilson, an intuitive success coach and manifesting expert. I want to jump straight in today's topic. It's going to be money and your relationship with money. We're going to be looking at previous programming and how to completely change your perspective on the way that you see money, because for a lot of you, it's what needs to be done to call more abundance in your life. Because if you've been doing manifesting for a long time and you're still not getting what you want, or it could be that you are able to manifest money into your life, but you can't hold on to it, and you want to know what the fish is going on. I will be actually not only talking about it today, but actually every single day for the next week, because there are so many layers when it comes to this, and I really want to get down to the nitty gritty and talk about the stuff that actually really, really helped me personally, because I'd been doing manifesting for years. And yeah, here are some of the things that are less talked about and not as easy to find. So, number one, your relationship with money. If money was your best friend, how would she say the relationship is between the two of you? Do you respect her? Do you honor her? Do you love her? Do you celebrate her? Are you grateful every single time that you give and receive? Oh God, sounds like you're a pimp, but you know what I want to say. I had to really start observing the way I felt about money. So when my coach started saying, "Oh, I want to earn $1 million," that triggered me. And I was wondering, is she only using me for the money? Does she really, really want to genuinely help me? She's in the spiritual business, so how could she be talking about money? So that was my first block, my resistance around thinking that you had to be spiritual or rich. This is why I'm doing this channel, because you know what? You can be both. You are both. So the only difference between you being rich and where you are now is your beliefs. So let's blast through all of that. And yeah, starting with money relationship. So if your money was your best friend, how would you rate the relationship? You might need to get a little bit honest with yourself here. I know that I grew up and my grandfather, or my father would actually say, like, all rich people are crooks. You have to work hard for your money. So there was never any positive talk around money. There was never any positive talk about the impact that it made in the world, how it can help other people. There was just all this negativity. I saw my parents working so hard, like literally working 7 days a week, really not having that much to show for it, and just thinking like there was this whole control around it. There was this whole giving up a life, living a life that you don't want to live. And so obviously I personally had a lot of negative connotations that I had to work through in order to completely shift. So another thing that I noticed, and this actually wasn't that long ago, when my boyfriend goes to pay for anything, he like pulls out a wad of money and I'd be like, oh my God, and it would freak me out. Not anymore, but it was just really interesting to start observing the way I thought about money. I would, how I felt about like paying for something. So it's really good to get conscious, and you can try this for the next 24 hours, hopefully the next week. And the best thing would be if you did this for the rest of your life. Be conscious when you are spending money. Be conscious when you're receiving money. What does it mean to be conscious? To be in the moment. So now when I go to the grocery store and I give out the money, I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Money is helping me to feed my girls with this beautiful nutritional food. I am so grateful for that. This food gives me so much energy. And I'm like, whatever I spend comes back times 10 anyway. Money brings peace, joy, and harmony to my life. I like literally celebrate every dollar that I give out now. And the more that I do that, the more conscious I am of what I buy. You know, if we're kind of just going out on a shopping spree, we're just handing over the card and it's just like more, 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 more. Are you even stopping for a minute to be grateful for that? When I started to be really grateful for literally every single little thing that I was buying for myself, especially when it comes to courses and crystals, and just like really celebrating how that was going to help me grow as a person and how it was going to help me like impact the world in a different way. So getting conscious when you're spending and receiving money, and also sending gratitude not only when you're receiving but also when you're spending money. Um, Money does amazing things. Have you, like recently, a friend of ours, their house actually got totally flooded out. We had these huge heavy rains here in Germany, and all the friends got together and raised money for this family, and it was the most heartwarming, most beautiful experience for everybody, the people who were giving and receiving. And, money can bring so much joy, especially in situations like that. I know when I used to get money at Christmas, it would like make me so happy because it meant I could buy something. Um, and so it's not saying money, there is a saying, money doesn't buy happiness, but actually it can really help you invest in things that do fill you up with joy. Because I know when I'm going to a healer or I'm going to one of my coaches, I feel so much better about myself because I'm learning about myself, and I can't do that. Okay, you can do that without money, but I know that the experience is completely different. So changing the way you consciously give and receive money is really going to help your relationship. I did talk about this in the last video. Being aware of your money blueprint and your abundance blueprint is super, super helpful as well. Knowing where you picked up these limiting beliefs, where you picked up these programs, so being super aware of that. Here's another way to change your perspective about money. So money is an energy, but what you hear a lot of people say is rich people are greedy. Money only causes problems. What else did I write down here? There's not enough for everyone. I don't make enough money, and I don't have enough money to invest. Why would I waste my time learning how to invest money? There's so many more negative limiting beliefs around this. What I want you to do for this exercise is change the word money for energy, because money is literally energy. It's a way that we give and receive for our services, for things that we want. So imagine saying rich people are greedy, they have all the energy in the world. Okay, this can't be true because energy is unlimited, as is money is unlimited. So energy won't make you happy. The root of all evil is energy. And so when you start to change this, because money is just literally like a piece of paper with a number on it, when you start to really see it for what it is, energy, and an energy transaction, then you can really change your relationship around this. I know when I learned this for the first time, I was like, whoa, my mind was totally blown, and I felt so ridiculous for blaming money for so many things in my life. So, yeah, being conscious, changing the word money to energy, and starting to write down all of the positive and amazing things money does for you and what it does for your life. So, having a birthday party for your daughter, going on a vacation with your family, experiencing new places, eating high quality foods, whatever it is, just see the way that money has made a positive impact in your life or on your life and those around you, and start to see it for what it really, really, really is. Changing your mindset around money. This is a huge one. I will literally be like, oh, I'm a money magnet. I'm a money magnet. Money loves me, and I love money. Money is like my best friend. She always has my back. Like, I wanted to go to study in America to do my medical intuitive course. I needed money for that. Money was there for me. I'm so grateful for that. So just having like all this gratitude and starting to tip the scales from where you are to where you want to be. So it does take a little bit of time because we have these neural pathways in our brain. So we've walked this path every single day. Money's bad. Money's the root of all evil. People who are rich are crooks. And so that's like deeply ingrained in your brain. So when you're reprogramming your subconscious to change your relationship around money, and if you've been following me for a while, I do talk about this often, it's like when you go into a forest, you literally don't even think about it, you just take the path that's been walked the most. So if you want to create a new path, you have to like literally walk through the jungle, and so you have to like step over all the bushes, and you're probably going to get a little bit scratched. And this is how it is when you're building a new neural pathway in your brain. So this is why consistency and being persistent is so important. It is not going to happen overnight. It is just not. If you want to change the way you are in a relationship, you need to learn about relationship dynamics, and you need to feel it, you need to live it. You could go back to your set point every now and then, but just be so persistent and it will change. How do you know when you've changed your unconscious? How do you know when you've changed your beliefs? Because your life will change as well. So the aim here is to change your beliefs into positive beliefs about money, positive truths about money, because there's a lot of truth that money is really, really positive, and what it can do in the world is also really positive. And when you start to change that, you start to expand. And as you start to expand, think of yourself like a cup. You can fit more in. And money's going to be like, hey, she really loves us. Like, she's really got space for us. I'm just going to go over here because this person has like no respect for me at all. You know, they shove me in their wallet. They mucked the zip closed. I literally couldn't even look at my bank statement. So we sold our house. I had like over $100,000 in my account. I literally woke up every morning like, oh my God, what happens when it's all gone? This is the worst feeling in the world. This is the worst feeling in the world. I could not celebrate that. Like, how weird is that? I literally woke up every morning almost not being able to breathe because I was thinking, what happens when it's all gone? What happens when it's all gone? Like, this was the limiting belief that I really had to work on. I could not look at my bank statement. I didn't even know my net worth. I didn't even know what I was spending my money on. It was just like all on autopilot, and it was all very automatic. So what do you think happened? It just ran out of my fingers like water, because it's like, I don't want to be around you. Like, you have no respect for me whatsoever. And so I made a decision to take my power back, and to do that I had to be responsible. It took me 1 hour. I just have the germ word, the bank teller thing. It's like under my house. It took me 1 hour to work up the courage and to go and get a printout of my account balance. And then I had to sit down and write my net worth out. Like, what did I have? What did I have to pay? And it was uncomfortable. It was so, so, so uncomfortable. But when I did this, I could literally feel me taking my power back. And then things started to happen. Like, my ex-husband was like, hey, how you going? I just want to pay, I want to give you some money for this. And then something else happened and something else. I was like, okay, that wasn't comfortable. It's not what I would generally do, but the way that I wasn't working. So I was really prepared to take the changes, or to make the changes that I had, and that meant going out of my comfort zone. But as soon as I got out of my comfort zone, I could just feel me taking my power back. And now I literally, if I find 1 cent on the ground, I will celebrate it like it's $1 million. Oh my God, money loves me. Look, I find it everywhere. Everywhere I go, there's money everywhere. Oh my God, money's my best friend. Arigato, arigato. And just really celebrate that. I even have my kids saying that. My daughter will come out of the bakery and she's like, I just spent $1. Whatever I spend comes back times 10. So I'm going to get $10. I'm like, you are absolutely going to get $10 for that. So celebrate your money. This is relationship counseling to get you at a place where you can just be so comfortable with what you have, and just to be able to honor that. And I hope that helps. If there's any particular topics that you want me to cover in regards to manifesting, money, spirituality, please just send me an email or put it in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, because I'm going to give you so many amazing, mind-blowing tips that I wish they taught me in school, and they didn't, obviously. But stay tuned. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. There is more than enough for everybody. Money loves you. You love money. Change that relationship, and you will start to change the abundance in your life. Much love.